I know you want to talk about Blaxploitation.
All right, yeah. Right. So anyway, moving down the line to Blaxploitation. I guess we'll start with the one of the reasons why I wanted this, because you introduced me to this really interesting film, and I'm talking to Colin about like movies, and he tells me about this film called Zebra Force. And he sends me. It's
actually pronounced Zebra Force.
Zebra Force, and he sends me the link to the trailer, which is
it's hysterical. It's a hysterical trailer.
I'm naturally laughing because some guy gets kicked or hit or whatever, and then he's supposed to go out the window, but he had to do a hop.
I think he actually turns towards the window and then goes.
Yeah. I got to do it safely, you know.
Yeah.
And I could just imagine watching that and just laughing all the way
What's your favorite Blaxploitation film?
Well, favorite one, I should have been more prepared. I didn't know you were gonna ask me that question. Because one would say, one was probably think about like Shaft, of course. Shaft really I think Shaft started Luke Cage. I think it started the whole black superhero. I think, we are, at that time, it was all about the football players, Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, and it was all about them because, the audience could accept them as heroes. And here comes Richard Roundtree. Who the hell is that? But once Isaac Hayes starts that rift and Richard Roundtree comes walking out of the train station, 42nd Street, which I love. I lived on 42nd Street. Yeah, it's just, there was nothing better than that, that was the key.
That felt good to you as a kid growing up? Was that a big influence?
Well, yeah. Because one, you could recognize the neighborhood, and two, it was just like, you could tell this guy's going to really kick some major butt.
But did that help it, like you seeing another black guy on screen and
thinking, definitely, because you got to think is that, like, we're talking about, I couldn't give you the year, like maybe like 72 or something like that. We had like the Black Panthers at this time, 71 thing. But, our heroes really was coming down like from like Sidney Poitier, who was more of a quiet guy, or Bill Cosby, but we didn't have the black hero. It exploded, I think.
I think Sidney Poitier was the first black-white guy. He mixed, he jumbled it up. People didn't know. People saw Sidney Poitier as Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, no, exactly. There was no blackness in at all. But that was what I felt made him heroic, because you could look at somebody and feel that you could, relate to them on the screen. But like I said with Shaft, it was somebody who wasn't sports affiliated, was just cool, he had the nice outfits. I loved like them like turtlenecks and everything. And
did you dress like Shaft, Jake?
Who didn't dress like Shaft?
I didn't.
I didn't, because I was like 6.
Little Shaft?
Yeah, I was little Shaft.
Mini Shaft.
Little boy, yeah, exactly. But Shaft was amazing. Three the Hard Way, Jim Kelly,
Shaft was quite important because it was the first time an entirely black cast was in a major studio film. MGM did Shaft.
Well, you're right about that. I saw on YouTube the behind the scenes of it, and I saw how they really made it a point to have like a black crew and all that, and they could do just the same work as anyone else. I saw this documentary with Larry Cohen, who I think is like Kurt Russell's cousin.
I think he is, yeah.
Not Larry Cohen. Larry Franco is
Larry Franco's Kurt Russell's cousin.
Yeah, but Larry Cohen was the one who actually was doing a lot of
Hell
the black
Hell
Up in Harlem. Yeah, a lot of the black.
Another one with Williamson, didn't he?
Yeah, and
Black Caesar.
Black Caesar. Well, Black Caesar was first, and Hell Up in Harlem is the sequel to Black Caesar. Look, I know something he didn't know, right? It had to happen. Foxy Brown, Coffee, which came first?
Coffee?
Yes, it did. Coffee came first because she had razor blades in her hair.
The first Blaxploitation film I ever saw was actually made in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it was One Down, Two to Go.
Oh my God. That was
it. Going back to everything's Lincoln now. Mm-hmm. Because I'm a huge fan of Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
and Jim Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
who's in Enter the Dragon. It's, Williams in Enter the Dragon. He's fabulous.
Man, you come straight out of comic book.
I love the noises. Woo,
I had a whole blog on that one.
and I remember renting One Down, Two to Go because Jim Kelly's on the cover. And I thought, oh, this is great. And he's
Yeah.
only in it for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He gets beat up and calls his friends in, who are Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, and Richard Roundtree.
Yeah.
And they come in and sort that, clear all that stuff. And I thought, wow, this is great.
Yeah.
And then I worked in a video shop in the mid-80s for like 4 or 5 years. And
Quentin Tarantino here.
If you work in a video shop for 8 hours a day, you see a lot of stuff that you would never have gone and rented or never have just wanted to see. So I watched a lot of movies, and got into Blaxploitation that way.
It's a shame though, because One Down, Two to Go is not exactly a great place to start.
It's not,
but I mean, like
at least
Lisa got you into it, because I mean, I think what came after One Down, Two to Go was Original Gangsters, and it was just kind of like we were so start. Who?
Larry Cohen?
Yeah, all right. Well, I could believe it, but it was just like that whole thing about we were starving for that era, not really to come back, but you know, just really kind of like the heroes. So it was really good to see that somebody like Larry Cohen, who started out with them, had the clout to actually, you know, bring them back.
He was an American Jewish white guy.
Yeah, of course.
Getting a.
But he's so cool, man.
Larry Cohen created The Invaders.
Did he?
Yeah.
The TV version.
TV stuff.
All right.
Invaders.
Yeah.
Cue the Winged Serpent. Now we're talking.
I remember Michael Moriarty.
Michael Moriarty.
See, look at that.
Very underrated.
You can't out-geek the geek, man.
Very underrated actor, Michael. He's Larry Cohen, one of Larry Cohen's favourite.
Oh, right. It's Alive.
The Stuff. Have you seen The Stuff?
Oh, no, because I'm not into that.
Larry Cohen again. Yogurt, that turns people
Yeah,
out.
yogurt, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
You're just not interested?
That's worse than torture porn, man. I mean, you know, I may have seen Hostel, but I didn't see everything else. You know? But I mean, you know, so all right, well, then the big thing about Blaxploitation really was the way films were like retreads or something else. I'm not even talking about like Black Gestapo, but I meant, yeah, okay, but I meant that they had to create black versions of popular films. Yeah. So wait, let's see if he knows this. All right, Black Exorcist.
The Black Exorcist, Abby. Yeah, I've seen Abby.
Awesome film. First of all,
I might be white on the inside, Chase, but I'm black on the.
Well, let me tell you something. That made me never take a shower. I take one now. I do.
But I remember.
Oh, remember that
told
scene?
me about that
Remember that
film.
scene? Listen, man, I was a kid, right? So I don't know, maybe 8, 9, or something like that. I already was freaked out by The Exorcist. Why am I watching Abby? I don't know. Parents didn't understand. But you know that scene where the devil comes to her in the shower made me go, "Oh, I'm not getting in no shower." Yeah. And then every time I do get in the shower, because I have to get in the shower.
Was that a big hit? Was that a big hit?
Well, it was Blaxploitation. None of them are hits, really.
Well,
that means they're hits in our local theater, like 42nd Street, in the double digits and all of that other kind of stuff. So here, I don't know. I don't even know how you could have seen it, because it should have been on the ban list.
I saw it on video a long time ago.
Yeah, so it probably was on the ban list, wasn't it?
Wild hair.
Yeah. But that was a freaking movie. You know, of course you know Blackula.
Blackenstein.
No, I knew you were gonna say Blackstein.
Scream, Blackula, Scream. Sequel.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
William Marshall took his acting seriously, though. You know what I mean? I'm telling you.
A lot of them did, though. I think
well, yeah, because it was work. And it was starring work as well. So, I mean, actually, you know, that was what was great about it. I just think it's just funny how it's like, okay, this works over here. Let's bring it over here and then add some black people into it.
I think because when they started out, I mean, if you look at the most successful Blaxploitation films, like Superfly. They were all... But don't you think they were a lot very stereotypical of...
Well, they were...
The Mac.
The Mac, yeah.
It's a great film.
Yeah, it is. But you got to understand, man.
Shaking his head over there.
You got to understand, like, for us, right? I grew up in Harlem.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you got to understand this for us is that, you know, we're looking at people who we looked up to on the street. And, like, it's not a good thing. When you look back, it's not a good thing to look at the, you know, the local hustler or drug dealer as a hero. But they were the people who had money, driving the big cars, fat rides, had the girls. So, you know, I mean, that's unfortunate conditioning that, you know, like you have. But, you know, those were like interesting films in that aspect. I mean, because especially talking about Ron O'Neal and Superfly having like a little knife in his cross, you know, but like, don't mess with my bitches, you know. And then he's kicking ass. He's kicking ass to the man, you know, the obligatory man, you know, and everything like that. You know, just like when Fred Williamson walks into that Italian restaurant in the Black Caesar and puts the, like, what is it, like an air on the table? You know, it's like, come on, who doesn't want to do that? You know, it's like, get out of my neighborhood.
But I think at the end of the cycle, they just became caricatures of their own.
Of course, yeah.
Which was quite
I
sad,
mean, just like with Pam Grier, you know, I mean, you know, once you have Foxy Brown and Coffee and, you know, Sheba Baby and all that kind of stuff, what else can you do? That's why I think she ended up doing all of those prison movies.
Yeah, which are quite good as well. Quite good
we didn't complain. You know, it's kind of funny.
White Mama.
Oh my God, Black Mama, White Mama.
See, I'm a huge fan.
Isn't that Shelley?
No, that was Big Bad Mama. Black Mama, White Mama was Pam Grier. It was,
no, I mean, yeah, but who? No, Stella Stevens.
Stella Stevens.
Yeah,
right. Cleopatra Jones.
Oh, with Tamara Dobson.
She was a nice girl.
Yeah, she was nice.
Very tall.
Yeah. The sequel wasn't great, but you know, hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
What was the sequel called?
The Casino of Gold. Yeah. But then, all right, wait. I have to stump him. I can't go without stumping him. So, TV version of kind of like, I guess you could say, the black female superhero. TV version. Of a Cleopatra Jones or there was one.
Was there? You've lost me now. He's won.
Get Christy Love, man.
I don't think we ever got that over. Did you ever get that over there? No,
Get Christy Love.
No.
She was a cop. She kicked ass. Right? She was dope.
I was too busy watching the
Look, man, YouTube. Well, yeah, who doesn't? But YouTube, get Christy Love. You know what I mean? I mean, in the 70s, there was Tamara Graves, I think her name was. But yeah, get Christy Love. Look at that. You know, you can't come in my house and try to out-geek the geek. You know what I'm saying? Colin, you know, I got to tell you, man, it was a great conversation. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you being on Eye2Eye. And hopefully, you know, like, we'll have more of a plan next time. But this is really good, though. Well, it is best not to, because I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot. You learned a lot. So that's all good, man.
Cheers, buddy.
Thank you very much. Eye2Eye. Colin Hines. Check him out.
Yeah,
we walk out.
I think we geeked each other there.